everyone, and welcome on in to this week's episode of Power Rangers CyberStrike. We're up to episode 52. In but a moment, I'm going to unmute and we are going to introduce everybody that is here. And by everybody, I mean myself and the cast. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce our cast. Hello, everybody. We are live. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first with playing the role of Marika Hammond, the Red CyberStrike Ranger, we have Chocolate Zombie.
I lived.
Playing the role of Arrow, the Yellow CyberStrike Ranger, we have Cryptic Cyanogen.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Playing the role of Nova, the Blue CyberStrike Ranger, we have DeLuna13.
Hello, everybody.
Playing the role of the CyberStrike Green Ranger, we have the internet's Mr. Hardluck.
It's bonkin' time.
Playing the role of CyberStrike Phantom Black and our resident Catman Dwayne Caroso, it's Rosso06.
Meow phenomenal.
And rounding out the team as our resident Alpha Sentinel and all-around sniping turret, the Proto Ranger Orchid, we have Dynamo Tom. And of course, I am Twitch the Person. I am your Game Master, Dungeon Master, Grid Master, and overall voice of everything and everyone else in this campaign. Thank you for joining us. So, ladies and gentlemen, and for those who identify otherwise, on the last episode of Power Rangers CyberStrike, the Rangers, having successfully found the secret SPD bunker, began their investigations alongside the two individuals, or should I say the four individuals, that they met there. That being Trey of Triforia, who had split apart into three separate beings, and an Eltarian guardsman, or guardswoman, I'd say, by the name of Zora, who had inherited the power of the Gold Ranger due to Trey of Triforia being struck with a similar energy attack that hit Dwayne on Planet Melodia. While this hit did not disconnect Trey from the morphing grid, it did, however, destabilize his Triforian makeup enough for him to split into his three different entities. Whilst the science behind such a phenomenon would have to be explored later, the Rangers, along with the help of Zora, started to investigate and explore the secret SPD bunker. Starting, of course, first with trying to restore power to complete their mission. Throughout their investigations, they found that there were a lot of abnormal aspects about the 5 floors that they had access to, and that the energy generator that they found provided far more energy than a base of the size that they were in would need. And it also amenities that said base would never need in the first place, such as a large amount of food rationing or a way to grow and maintain a way of life underground. This, of course, led to the realization that there were floors that went just a little bit deeper than what the schematics they had downloaded in their investigations found. But before they could investigate further, Professor Daxian warned them that an incoming strike force was heading into their position, and that a SOS call had rung out, that Professor Dax had picked up on, that a convoy transporting injured to one of the safe medical bases was about to come under attack, thus calling for Professor Daxon to order the Rangers to abandon their current mission and provide aid. We now rejoin the Rangers as they come face to face with one of Dark Spectre's higher up commanders, the being known as Dark Conda, the one responsible for the sacking of KO-35. As previously stated, he said that it appears that the information they were given was correct. This is where we join the Rangers now. Rangers, I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
We did that last time.
You did do that last time.
Yep.
It's all here. The only one I haven't done initiative for is the Gold Ranger, which I will do now. They rolled a 4. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin this combat. So, you Rangers, you know that you need to what's the word? You know that you are against the time here. That is far too epic for what I'm thinking. You know that you are against the clock here. So oh my god, what is this doing? Why can't I do? Sorry, I'm currently dealing with something. Right? Okay, never mind. You have to get through Dark Honda, and then you have to make your way to the location. How you get to that location is yet to be discovered, but that is your current mission. So you need to take out Dark Honda and his forces so that you can make your way to the convoy that requires aid. So boost your story point. Arrow, you are first in the combat order. What is your go?
Okay, well, I've got, 30 feet of movement speed? 10, 15, 20. Duck under that. 5. $30. Actually, I'll actually take cover behind the like, how tall is this?
This thing?
Yeah.
I'd say it's a good 5 feet up. You know, it's a vehicle. It's like a transport vehicle type deal.
Okay.
Got like a turret on it.
I'm actually gonna move right about here, take cover, and do some suppressing fire.
Okay. So you holding your action, or are you going to just take a shot?
I'm just gonna take a couple shots at him.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You are afforded half cover behind this.
Okay.
So when in half cover, I believe it's a downshift for half cover. Against if someone was to try and shoot you.
And I'll I'll take aim at this Quantron here.
Which one?
This one.
Sure, go ahead. Take a shot.
As a 20.
Did you roll?
Yeah,
It
go
sounds
20.
like
Yeah,
it.
it's in the turn order. It's in the it's in the roll chat.
I do not see the roll.
It's a 20.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
like a few seconds ago.
Yes, but I'm telling you,
Try.
it's not.
Is it
it's-
letting you scroll down?
Yes. The latest one I've got is GM points added. Is it on? Are you on public roll?
I see
Yeah,
it.
because everyone else
You
can
can all
see
see
it.
it.
Why can't I see it?
I just put it in the chat, so that's what I see. So
Maybe try refreshing.
Try turning it off and turning it on again.
Reload. Sorry, this might knock everyone out. All right, there we go. I see it. That was strange.
very oddly Christmassy, this music.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that thing to it. Pop that out. Why am I getting pinged now? Everyone knows I'm not written ping. Wait. Alright. Okay, cool. 20. Does that hit? Yes, it does.
Okay.
So he takes one. So the Quantron, you take a. You move up to behind this little this broken down
Tank.
battle. Well, no, it's more like a battle, like a land vehicle. It's not like really a tank. Think of it as like this is the car, and then this trailer is attached on the back, and this is where they will be firing from. It's more like a ground vehicle, not a tank. Just a land assault vehicle. But nevertheless, you take aim and you shoot the Quantron, and it takes a yellow infused blast from your strike blaster to the shoulder, causing 1 energy damage.
I fire again.
Yeah, that's with extra attack, right?
Yep.
Yep, sure, go ahead.
Oh no.
He actually... So, your second shot rings out after the first, but expecting it, the Quantron manages to just evade it as the blast speeds past and misses there.
Okay, I will call that my turn.
Fantastic. It is now the turn of Dark Honda. So, this is the part where it gets a little crazy. I'm going to need to pull him up on my sheet here real quick. Across the stars. So that is here. No, he is. There he is. So he's got 40 feet worth of ground movement. 15, 25, 30. Oh, he can get real close. Damn. Okay, so Darkonda is going to, from his position, 40 to 100. Oops. Yeah, he's going to take a... Well, you're all in range. Wow. How broken is this guy? He's going to take a shot back at you, Arrow. Using this move. And I do believe that is not
Cover is
specialized.
2 downshift.
Cover is 2. What about half cover? It's 1 downshift, right?
Doesn't
It's half cover.
exist. Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
You have cover. You have cover and total cover. Cover
Oh.
is like a large car or something that is 2 downshift. Total cover just can't be attacked.
Okay, so total cover is full cover and cover is half cover.
Yes.
So it's just 2. So
Yeah.
2 downshift.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Gonna roll on you, Arrow. That'll be a 13. Arrow.
13 does not hit.
Fair enough. He's going to take another shot in the same direction at you, Arrow, with another 2 downshift. And again, 100%.
That misses.
Yes. Cool. So after the yellow energy bolt strikes the Quantron, Dark Honda brings his hand up to his eyes, or to his face, I should say, and then like that, and then brings it away as 2 energy blasts fire from his eyes in your direction. It strikes the cover you are behind, causing sparks and debris and small explosions to fleck to the sides and stuff. You take no damage, Arrow, and coincidentally, most of you are also spared most of the flash from it as well, because you are all technically behind this vehicle. And as he says this, Darkonda snarls out, just goes, "Hiding like the wretches you are, Rangers. Quantrons, attack!" And that's going to do it for Darkonda's turn. Feel free to reply, by the way. Which now makes it the turn of one of the blaster cogs. This fella down here.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over how much you suck.
I've used blaster cogs so much I should know what movement ground they have, but my brain is things, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Blaster cog's going to move into position. Ooh, you still technically count as behind cover there, Scott. The blaster cog's going to take a shot at you, Scott.
Huzzah.
So he's going to take, but he is specialized. Still a shift down. That's just a 20. But it's 2. But it is 2 shift down.
Hang on. That does not break my toughness.
Nope. I had a feeling it wouldn't. So again, the blaster
I'm
cog.
tanky boy.
Blaster cog makes its way forward, and as the metal faceplate opens up, as you've all seen it happen before, and as the face pops up, a blast rings out, and again it catches just the top, like the broken turret here, just enough to collect the blast, and that's going to do it for the blaster cog's turn. As the faceplate closes and it kind of moves side to side as if calculating its next move. Marika, you're up with a Quantron on deck.
Alright, am I still in cover if I move here?
Yes, just enough.
Hmm. Alright. Just like Arrow, I'm going to go ahead and take a pot shot at I think I'll actually shoot at this blaster cog right here.
What's the max distance you can shoot? Just
How far away is he? It's 40, 75.
that.
So I think 40 is like minimum, 75 is like the long, is like the
50
max
If it's-
before disadvantage or snag or whatever.
If it's beyond 40, you roll at a snag.
Yeah. So he's 50 feet away, so you're going to be rolling at a snag.
You could go after the other blaster cog.
I could. There's also this Quantron right here who's closer.
35,
What?
50. Quantron is
What
the
is
only one
he-
that is technically within your range.
Alright, then he's gonna get blasted.
Oh.
So anyway, she stopped blasting.
And I have the shift up right from Deluna or from Nova's.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, you do, and you remembered it.
It's one shift up, right?
One shift up, correct. Unless it's gotten stronger with his level up.
Nope. One
Nope.
shift up.
One shift up. That's a fumble,
Ooh.
but you look cool doing it. So you can either spend a story point to re-roll or keep the story point
I can't. It was crit on the die, but a nat 1.
So cancel it out.
Oh yeah, it's a nat
That's
one.
how we've been ruling it, right?
Well no, it means it fails, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it was the other way around, it would constitute a fumble, but it's not.
But I have extra attack, so I can attack again.
Yep, sure.
That's better. 16.
Yep. 16. Doesn't beat the toughness as the 2 bolts from your strike blaster soar forward to try and hit the same Quantron that Arrow hit moments ago. The first one soars straight past, and the second one, the Quantron brings up its glaive and kind of just slashes it to the side, sort of deflecting it in a way.
And then Marika will just look at Darkana and say, "Why don't you stop hiding behind your tin cans and come face us for real?"
When I'm through with you, Rangers, there's not gonna be left to make a rainbow! Is that your turn?
Yep.
It is now the turn of this Quantron. And he is going to... he's going to start sprinting forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to jump. No, he can't. That's a, that's a penalty, so he can't get it up onto it. He hasn't got enough movement speed to get up. But he is now technically in cover. I mean, he does have energy blast. Or is he gonna forego his action to move again? Where's my coin? I'll flip for it. Where's my coin? The one time I cleaned my desk and I don't have a coin.
I've got a Power Rangers coin on hand.
No, I got one. It's fine. Okay, heads. He moves. Tails. He takes a shot. Oh, he's taking a shot. He's gonna take a shot at you, Marika.
All right.
This is going to be 2 downshift. $18.
Nope.
So as he runs up as the Quantron runs up to the busted out vehicle, he does take his Q blade, his glaive, it glows a little bit, and he swipes it, and the arc soars overhead, just over your head, Marika, as it impacts behind you, causing a little bit of an explosion. But that is the Quantron's turn. It is now the turn of a second Quantron. This one, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, is going to come here. Let me double check. Is the Q blade long enough to reach you from 10 feet? Alternate targets. Reach. Doesn't say. Unless that's a mistype. Target hands 2. Done maneuvers. Sorry, folks, just double checking everything.
It does not. It would
no,
need
it doesn't.
reach 2.
Yeah, it would need reach 2. Nope, I was just double checking. So he cannot take a swipe at you. However, he can blast you, and he does have a clear shot. So unfortunately for you, Marika, you're going to take a second energy blast. This time, as normal. Great. So the Quantron runs up. I get a story point. Oh, no, wrong one. The Quantron, oh Jesus, runs up to get almost to try and flank you. And as it shoots off the Q blade, Marika, you kind of spin out of the way as it kind of arcs down under you. And you manage, and with your with your foot imbued with red grid energy, you kind of kick it back at him, almost like almost like a Pele kick in soccer, almost. Use soccer for the colloquial term.
I thought that was football.
It is football, but I'm being mindful of the audience. And the crescent energy flies back at the Quantron and hits him, and he takes 1 energy damage and is knocked prone against the wall. So he is prone after that fumble. Scott, it is now your turn with Orchid on deck.
Sweet. Okay, let me see. I need to zoom in a bunch. The numbers are so small. 20. Okay, I'm going to move. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. If I can friggin' do it. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
And I will hold my action for when an opponent comes within range of my sticks.
Fair enough.
That'll do it.
Sweet. You run forward. I'm bracing yourself just at the edge of this small little crater here. And that'll do it. Okay, it is your move. They blast the cog on deck for next turn.
Question.
I may have an
Are
answer.
you ruling cover as you need to be immediately next to it to gain the benefit from it?
No, I'm ruling it as if you are physically behind something, because from where they are standing, it's very hard to see anyone behind this.
And that works both ways, right? So say if Darkonda tries to shoot me, I have cover. If I try to shoot Darkonda, he has cover.
In this instance, that's how I'm ruling it, because it's quite a big vehicle. I envisioned it as I envisioned it as a large vehicle.
That is how cover is written in the book. So I just wanted to check if you running it as we have to actively be next to it covering, or if it's just big enough to cover half our body. Yeah.
If the situation, if it was a situation of you were behind sandbags, I'd be like, you kind of have to be up next to it. But because it's a big vehicle, I'm like, right, cool, it makes sense. This, they can't really see.
Though, just a little bit of curiosity, what if someone was to get on top of the cover and then move back off the cover after they fired?
That means you come out of cover to fire and move back to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're above the cover, they wouldn't have the benefit of cover.
But if you move,
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. It's like, haha, hello, bang. Now I go back.
Yeah, I'll move. I'll move the... Is that 25? I'll move the 25 foot there. And then I will pull up on my glaive in pew pew gun mode. I will line up a shot at the big boy themselves.
Sure.
Do either of us count as being in cover? Because it goes both ways.
I'm going to say from where are you? You're off. I'm going to say from where you are currently. No. You would be peeking out from the side of this vehicle, basically. So you've got full view on him, and he can see you aiming.
Okay. Let's start off with a very, very big bang.
Just one shot
see
the
what
boss.
happens. You just see what happens. So I'm going to do my penetrating volley shot.
Sure, go ahead.
Incoming dice explosion.
Dice bomb.
I don't get to take aim.
Would it have the Novas thing?
19 crit. Oh wow, you just beat it. Yeah, that.
So,
Yeah, that
so
hits.
penetrating shot is I get the it basically condenses my volley into a single shot or a series of sequential shots, and that would do, because it crits, a total of 12 damage.
A total of what?
Huh.
12 damage.
12, because my volley is 3.
Right.
Each shot is worth 2 energy, so that's 6. It crit, that's 12.
You don't roll each shot individually.
Nope, because it is penetrating shot.
Is that how it?
It condenses volley into a single shot with increased upshifts for each count in volley, and it deals the combined damage of all those shots.
Is that how it's written in the table?
Mm-hmm.
I just peed a little.
Good lord.
This is the same attack that one shot before, and the same attack that whiffed a bunch of times against Superior.
Huh.
Until the very end, where we de-armed him.
So is Darkonda dead?
1 second. I am double checking his abilities and skills because it's not that easy to go down.
He has the 9 lives thing, I think, from the show.
He does have that, but that's not what is there. That's not what I'm referencing.
Twitch already having PTSD from the last time we one-shot a boss.
Well, he's not a boss.
I made this shot for cinematic effects. I don't actually want to one-shot the boss.
Condensed shot. Does it have anything else?
It's just the combination of volley, which is the Pink Ranger's core feature, and then penetrating shot at 5th level. Your aim with your ranged power weapon is so steady you can direct a number of shots into the same exact point, delivering a punishing amount of damage to one target. By spending an additional power point when using the volley feature, you can choose to make a single attack roll against a single target that will apply all the shots from the volley. This attack gains a number of upshifts equal to the additional shots after the first shot made in the volley.
That's disgusting.
That is
So that's kind of like
stupidly powerful. Yeah. So Darkonda has an ability called Tough as Nails. So anytime Darkonda suffers more than 1 damage, he reduces the damage by 1.
It's a single shot, so that would make it 11.
Yep. Fortunately, I cannot use the effect of Brutal Pulse, which is when Darkonda suffers the effect of an attack's critical success. He can pulse with dark energy to deal 1 cold damage to creatures adjacent to him and push them 5 feet away.
Wouldn't
there is a blaster cog right next to him.
Yeah, but that's if I choose to if he chooses to use the attack. Remember, this is a power.
Really cool, Twitch.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yes, but Darkonda's not a normal goon. Yeah, cool. So that goes down to how much did you say? It was 11, right?
11, yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So Darkonda's feeling that one. Which isn't too bad.
He's bluffing.
Okay, cool. That's your turn, or?
No, because, I'm level 7. I have extra attack. So, I'm just going to follow up with a regular shot.
Sure, good.
Not taking aim. I'm just standing there. I moved.
21.
1 energy damage because you do the reduction. I also need to roll my acrobatics for maneuverability.
Yeah, sure.
The pink spectrum, ladies and gentlemen.
So my evasion increases by 2 until my next turn.
Yeah.
Because I moved. That's my turn.
Sweet. It is now. So you take aim with your protoglaive in sniper mode, and the shot rings out and across there and strikes Darkonda square in the chest. And he does look worse for wear at the moment. And he kind of looks around, trying to see if there's any way he can like deflect this next oncoming shot. But as he's trying, instantly the second shot hits, and he is forced back down to a knee as he looks around and begins to assess the situation around him.
I want to say something like that would make sense in character, but I don't want to meta game.
It is now the turn of the second Blastercock, who is going to move 30 feet forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. You are still considered behind cover there, Marika. How far away is Scott? 40 feet. Ugh.
Do it, coward.
30 to 60. That would be rolling at disadvantage.
You're either rolling at a snag or rolling with 2 downshifts.
Yeah. So it's going and specialized. You know what? He's going to try and take a shot at you, Scott.
Okay.
It is specialized, but it is a snag. Well,
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Nope.
It bounces off my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Kind of just like that. And again, much as it's done in the past, the energy's just kind of absorbed into your mantle, the green energy. And that is all for that Blastercog. Dwayne,
I
it
just
is your
look over
move.
at him over my shoulder, and I'm like, "You cheeky dick waffle."
What do I do? What to do? Ooh.
Boom, apple. Boom, apple.
No, I can't do Boom Apple One Morph, remember?
Balls.
But I am very jumpy. Question is where to? And I could get all the way to Dark Conduit if I wanted to.
Do you remember what happened the last time you did something like that?
Yeah, exactly. And that was fun. That was fun. You know what? Fuck it, I'll do it.
Remember what happened after that?
All the way over there, right in front of him.
Okay, so just to make sure there's nothing that I need to make you roll for that, how were you able to move that far?
Super leap.
Super leap.
Yeah, that's 90 feet as like a move action.
Right, cool. You went from... That's the full 90, yeah? $75.
He can't break up
Yep.
movement from Super Leap. It's just his entire move action.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
entire movement. So
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
yeah, I'm gonna go with a Cyber Saber for this one.
Go.
Nice knowing you, buddy.
Nothing doing.
That one doesn't hit.
Nope.
Okay, I can go again.
Nothing doing.
Nah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll spend a story point. I'll try again. Third time's the charm.
Sure. Ooh.
You know,
What the hell? That was with 2 upshifts.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Well, that's it.
So, you leap from your position all the way over to Darkonda, and as he looks up, he sees your visage land directly in front of you as you pull your cyber saber out to try and strike him. But both times he's able to deflect it with his own dark blade. His sword, like a visceral looking sword.
Yeah, nice sword.
You'll be tasting it soon enough, Ranger.
If you can hit me.
Just waiting.
But yeah, that is turn.
did Dwayne just activate his trap card?
This is from another. Okay, cool. So that's it.
That is turn.
Sweet. It is now the turn of a Quantron, who is going to run across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, and try to defend Dark Honda. We just double. They don't have the gang up ability, do they? No. Oh wait, no, they have Phalanx Physician. The best angles of attack and defense for each Quantron in a unit. A Quantron gains plus upshift to attack skill test and +2 bonus defenses for every 2 other Quantrons in an area. Oh shit, I haven't been taking that into account. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's.
I thought that only applied to like their defenses.
It's just Phalanx position. Quantrons operate by network tactics, computing the best angles of attack and defense for each Quantron in a unit. A Quantron gains 1 upshift attack to attack skill tests and +2 bonus to defenses for every 2 others. So they would get +4 to defense and 2 upshift because of the other Quantrons here. So I haven't been taking that into account. I'll be taking that into account going forward. That's on me. But he's going to try and take a slash at you with his blade. It is a shift up. Is he specialized? I don't think they're specialized. No, they're just really, really good when they're working together. That is 24.
But that does hit.
Okay, so you take 1 sharp damage as the Quantron runs forward as you are currently locked together with Darkonda. Darkonda kind of like flicks his sword away, and then the Quantron comes over and kind of just slashes his Q-blade across you as you're unable to defend yourself. As you are now facing down not only Darkonda, but this Quantron. It is now the turn of the Quantron that is behind Dwayne. Again, sorry, I need to double check something. Are they gonna go? No, they're not. Nope. Okay, so he doesn't have any of that. Oh, and that's AoE for when they're all around. Okay, cool. Just about. This Quantron's going to make a beeline for you, Scott. Landing just here. Take your prepared action.
Oh, yeah. Second. Okay. Trying to think how many upshifts I get. I think I get 2. One for my damage type and one for 2 weapons, 1 target. That sound right?
That's pretty much what we've been doing before. This isn't solo strike, right? It's just your normal one, right?
Yeah, I don't get to call that. Can I spend personal power to make it a power strike?
If it's like an ability that you have, let me double check.
It is a power.
Then yeah, you should be able to. Isn't it just you modify your attack with power strike?
Yeah, I may spend between 1 to 3 power when making an attack action.
Yep.
Yeah.
This qualifies.
Does it change? Yeah. Does it change the type of damage you do? That's the question I need to ask.
It does say the target suffers an additional 1 energy damage per power spent.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
So
yeah.
So say if you were doing sharp, it would do your sharp amount plus extra energy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to a second. Okay. I'm going to spend 2 personal power to add +2 damage to this attack if it hits.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Please hit.
Yeah, that hits.
24?
Yeah, that hits.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power of the Green Ranger here.
Yes.
That's not even solo strike. Of course, that just gives me upshifts. That doesn't increase my damage.
Yeah.
So
that's 3 total damage. So as the Quantron,
one electric, 2 energy.
Yes. So as the Quantron runs up towards you, it runs towards you preparing your stuff, but you've been stood there prepared for an attack. As it kind of jumped, does and front flips into front of you, trying to land on it, you are able to block it with your screamer stick. And as you deflect the Q-blade, you swipe across horizontally, leaving that like a slash of green energy through the air. As the Quantron falls to the floor, writhing with electricity, and is completely motionless. As you defeat the Quantron, and yeah, that was your prepared move. So instantly ending that Quantron's turn. Nova, it's your move. The power of preparing your moves, ladies and gentlemen. So
Nova's not gonna say a word.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Move. He's going to take 2 steps to the left, get a nice clean shot, and pull out his.
You are still technically obscured, by the way. So.
Alright, if that's the case, then he'll move right here next to Marika. Do I have a shot at Darkana now?
Yep.
Because in his mind, Nova, he is like hyper focused on this asshole.
Yep.
So he pulls out his cyber bow, and yep. That's at 18.
If it meets it, it beats it.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna say, if his helmet was off, he wouldn't, you would see, the most intense looking face on Noah you've seen in the entirety that you've known him. He is absolutely pissed off right now at even the sight of this asshole.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Awesome. Cool. It is now so your energy, your power, your cyber bow manifests in your hand, and you pull back, and the energy drawstring appears, and a blue arrow rings across the battlefield and strikes Darkonda. Darkonda is now breathing heavily in front of you, Dwayne, as he looks up and takes a look at you, Nova, and just kind of snarls.
Better than you deserve, asshole.
It is now the turn of the closest Quantron. And yeah, sorry, Dwayne. 5, 10, 15. You are now flanked. You are in a
You know what? I'm going to spend a story point for that +5 defense.
You can only do that when attack is made against you for that attack.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
if the Quantron was going to attack,
he's going to. So, do you want to spend the story point?
Yep.
Sweet. So yeah, he's going to take a swing at you. It will be now with edge, considering you are surrounded on 3 sides. He only gets 1 upshift now because 1 Quantron has been defeated. And their defense is not that great. The 17
doesn't hit.
No. So Dwayne, as the Quantron runs up behind you and tries to take a swing, you manage to arc your Cyberblade around, so your Cyber Saber around, and deflect it, but you are in a compromising position. That is the Quantron's turn. Can no longer do anything. It is now the turn of the Gold Ranger. Oh, here we go. This is the part where I need to learn how to play a fucking character.
First time seeing a Gold Ranger in action as well.
Yeah. We didn't put any powers. What are the powers of the Gold Ranger?
The Gold Ranger doesn't have any specific powers because most of the stuff is in the perks.
Yeah.
They are simple to the point. They go up and bomb stuff with staff, and then they get the benefits from the perks.
Yeah, I was just double checking. Okay, cool. So Zora, as seeing what's going on, is going to jump up. That's going to cost us 10, 15, 25, 30. Going to use all of their movement to get over there and take a swipe at this Quantron here. Just double check. Combat. Golden Power Staff. Yeah. With the blunt. Take a swing. 12 crit, however, does not hit. So Zora comes over and with the Golden Power Staff in hand, takes a swing at this Quantron, but the Quantron is ready and does not It does not cause any damage. However, the Quantron is struggling and will now suffer edge on all attacks against it. Does yes, extra attack. So once more, using the immense power, and because the crit from the last one, we're going to get edge on this next attack from Zora. 18. Fortunately, it doesn't beat the toughness. So once more, Zora, bringing up the golden power staff, tries to strike it down on Quantron, but it does not do that much damage. As the Gold Ranger is now locked in battle with this Quantron here. We move to round 2, but before we continue, Darkonda, with a pulse of dark energy, explodes outwards, pushing you, Dwayne, 10 feet back, along with the Quantrons that were with him. You land. So, Dwayne, you land in a pile with the other Quantron. You actually got to this a lot faster than I thought you did. Good. As he then yells out and just says, points to all of you and just says, "I've no time to play games with the likes of you for now. Count yourselves lucky, you Rangers. We will meet again." As he then kind of vanishes in like a blur and teleports away, leaving the battlefield.
Like a bitch.
So Darkonda has left the battlefield. However, it is still... You are still in combat, and you still have to clean these up before you can make your way to aid the medical convoy. So, with that being said, Arrow, it is your move.
Quickly, Twitch.
Yes?
Zora has an ability.
Correct.
I think it's stand behind me.
Yes, it's a roll perk.
Yep. So I kind of want to mention it because it does say at the beginning of a round when morphed.
Yes. So at 7th level, you stand as a shining beacon of your team's battle against evil. At the beginning of any round when morphed, you can spend 1 personal power, force all enemies within 60 feet of you to target you in their attacks unless they succeed at a difficulty 14 alertness test. Any round. Yep, that's true. So, how much personal power does the Gold Ranger have?
Four.
Yes.
I guess that depends if you wish to use that, you know?
I am actually going to use it. It makes sense. Just thank you for pointing it out. So now all the enemies need to make a difficulty alertness test. And they are all within 60 feet. I'm going to do 1 roll to save on everything. If you were all cool with that.
Yeah.
Using...
by me.
I will use the Quantron's alertness here. No, well, they've all now been taunted and wish to try and attack Zora. So, but Arrow, nevertheless, it is your move. Darkonda has fled from battle. You know not why, but all you know is that you need to clean up here before you can make your way to help the medical convoy.
Okay. I see a blaster cog and arrow is triggered.
Which blaster
Tom,
cog
can
you...
the one directly south of me. Tom, can I share your space to move?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It is
30.
a 10-foot drop into this.
Oh.
It is a crater.
Well,
No,
I
not
can't
10, 5-foot drop. But you will incur a movement penalty if you get there.
I can jump.
If so long as you have a 15-foot jump that you can do, but you will need
Unmorphed, you have a 15-foot jump.
Unmorphed, you...
Well, morphed, it's 3 times, remember, so it's a 45-foot jump.
That's not
that was the one thing we were...
That's not what it says here in our types of movement thing that we've got written down.
I think that's where we got it wrong. They feel like they should be able to jump more, but we never took into the fact morphing triples it.
Does it? I always thought it was.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, yeah, sure. But
Yeah.
you have to make a roll for it, right?
No, beyond 45 feet, you have to make a roll for
sure.
it.
Go for it then. Yep.
I will update the
Special types.
our note for it.
Okay, so then I will jump from here to here.
Yep, sure. You now land in front of the blaster cog.
Mm-hmm. And let's see here. Personal power. Strike bonus. So I'm going to use my cyber energy slash.
What is that from?
The damage, it's the cyber sword, cyber saber.
The cyber saber. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, yeah. The energy slash.
I'll spend a personal power to shift up twice. Thanks to my strike bonus.
I thought personal power only adds damage, not shift up.
Upon
Yes, it
reaching
works.
second level, you are able to infuse your morphing grid, blah, blah, blah. At the beginning of any round, you may spend 1 personal power to apply 1 upshift. This increases by 1 at 5th, 8th, and 11th levels.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, nothing doing.
Yeah, nothing doing.
Wait, wouldn't there be 2 upshifts? Yeah.
I did. For sure I did.
Are you sure you added the 2 upshifts?
No, it rolled as a D8, so I'm assuming so.
You normally have... What's your finesse? D4. Yeah, no, that was 2. Yeah, that was 2 upshift.
Okay.
Cool. So you take your cyber saber and it doesn't quite make enough contact as the blaster cog is able to. While not known for their martial prowess, he is able to deflect and parry away your cyber saber. Do you have extra attack?
Yep.
You wish to go again? You may.
That is a 15.
It meets his evasion, which he is going to try and use now that you've attacked him. Try and dodge away for the second attack. However, it does not. That is a no-go, and he takes 1 energy damage from your Cyber Saber. As you bring the Cyber Saber back around, causing an upward slash, like a diagonal slash, causing sparks to fly from the Blastercog's chest.
Okay, that is my turn.
And wouldn't you know it, it is that Blastercog's turn right in front of you. However, the Blastercog is affected by Zora's, for lack of a better word, taunt. And is going to try and, as it's kind of locked in battle with you, Aero, you see the Blastercog kind of look towards Zora, its face opening up, and it's going to take a shot at Zora. 8B. Not even close. And it's going to take another blast at Zora. Even further away. So 2 consecutive hits try to strike Zora. But much like you've seen with Scott, a shining golden aura kind of protects Zora's form. As the shots just don't hit at all. Marika, it is your move now.
So, quick question.
Sure. Right.
Are we doing D&D rolls when it comes to, like, you can split your attacks up with movement, between movements?
That's how Essence 20 handles it, yeah.
Yeah, that's how Essence 20
move in
does it.
attacks in your movement.
Okay. So, Marika's gonna
Unless
put
it's a
away...
jump.
Marika's gonna put away the, Strike Blaster, and, out comes a power weapon.
The Cyber Lightning Sword.
Yep, the Cyber Flame Sword.
It was Cyber Lightning.
No, it's fire now.
Oh, okay. Cyber Flame Sword.
Yeah, it's always been flame.
I added fire damage to it a long time ago.
Yeah, but you added damage to it. It's still called the Cyber Lightning Saber Sword.
Yeah, I call it the Cyber Flame Sword, but
Okay, cool. No, we can call it that if you want.
all right. Moving right beside this Quantron here, and
You have edge.
swing
He is
number
prone.
1.
You have edge. He is prone.
All right. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Nothing doing.
Alright, well, I'm gonna roll again.
You're okay.
That's better, 18.
It's going to hit evasion because he is prone. I'm not going to be that much of a dick. Yeah, it hits, and the Quantron takes 1 sharp damage from your flame sword as you bring it up, very much in the way a samurai or someone who practices kendo would. Comes up and you slash directly down, hitting the prone Quantron.
Actually, that's fire damage. I gotta double check.
Because
I got the power weapon element damage assignment perk, which I think just adds it changes the energy, basic energy, sharp damage or whatever to fire damage. But I'm not entirely sure on that.
What's it called?
Power weapon element damage assignment.
Your energy damage now deals fire damage.
Okay, so it's just sharp damage. Okay, then never mind.
So you're not empowering your sword currently to do energy damage. You are just attacking normally. And I believe that was something that you used as an upgrade, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that was an upgrade. Okay, cool.
Alright.
Not a problem. So yeah, that takes, he takes 1 shot damage, and again, he's just kind of prone on the floor. He's kind of like, I can't stop this.
Alright, and Marika's just gonna look over to Nova and say, "Head in the game, Nova, let's go." And that's turn.
It is the turn of the Quantron in front of Zora, and the Quantron is going, because he's been taunted, he's going to just try and attack with his Q-Blade. He gets 1 upshift, because there are only now 3 other active Quantrons in the area. Nothing doing. He's going to try again. Nope. So you see this Quantron now who has kind of regained his focus and his footing. He's trying to swing the Q-Blade, but Zora, with practiced ease, is parrying with the Golden Power Staff. Even though one of the hits does hit Zora like square, just like she doesn't move. There is no no flinch whatsoever as the Quantron just kind of looks at her and she kind of blocks it away before locking into battle once more. It is now the turn of the prone Quantron, who's going to spend his movement action getting to his feet. Which means he only has 1 action left this turn, and he's going to try and fire a blast past Marika, because, again, taunted. Towards Zora, who is going to... He gets 1 upshift, which is then countered by the 2 downshift they're going to get. So they've only got 1 downshift this round 10. Not even close. Okay. This Quantron is the bumbling one of the group. A couple of short circuits, I guess. As the Q-Blade energy attack just it goes completely off in the direction where like no one is whatsoever. That ends the Quantron's turn. Scott, you're up. Orchid, you are on deck.
All right. Measure again real quick. Okay, cool.
You can 100%
right, I'm gonna go
make that leap.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna.
When you jump.
Ooh, shoot. Okay, so my goal is to end up in front of the one Quantron that's in the back.
Yeah, sure. Not a problem.
So technically, there's either a blaster cog or a crashed vehicle in my way.
Yes.
How do?
It's only 25 feet. You could... So if you go this way, that's 10 feet. So that'll be 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you could just jump up onto the crash vehicle, run across it, and then down. That would only cost you 30 feet of movement. Or equally, you could just jump as it's only 25 feet away. So it is up to you.
I guess I'll jump?
Yeah.
I'm guessing I need a roll for that?
Nope. As we established with Arrow,
okay.
You can just do it.
Okay.
I was gonna say he could also just go around the back way and get there in 30 feet.
Nah, not.
It's essentially long jumping is the main point where we roll.
Yeah.
If it's jumping within your movement, you've got it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's cool,
Well
you
then.
know?
Right. Okay. So I am going to hit him with my sticks. I'm going to spend 1 personal power to increase my damage by 1 energy. I'm going to solo strike.
Yep.
That is going to bring my total upshift to 4.
Sure.
Because my solo strike is +2 now, as I forgot last fight. Yeah.
This
so here we go.
Before you roll, I'm going to spend a story point to boost that Quantron's defense.
Counter.
What do you mean counter? 21 crit. How much does the story point boost it up by?
+5.
+5. Plus the thing from his phalanx formation. +2, so that's 7 total. That's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
You're killing
26.
me.
Yeah, nope, sorry, it doesn't hit.
It does knock him prone, though?
It's a
It's a crit?
It is a crit, yes. I'm gonna say it'll knock him down to a need position, yes. So technically prone.
Okay, well, I solo struck, so that's my turn.
So as you leap and land in front of this Quantron, your Screamer Sticks charged with energy come down and you hit this Quantron really like. It's almost like as you land, you bring the Scream Six down like 2 hammers on his shoulders, and like a shockwave reverberates out from underneath it, almost visible as the Quantron goes down. But it doesn't seem to have taken any damage. But he is now technically prone as that rings out. And you said that's your turn. So Orchid, it is your move.
How many Quantrons are still up? There's the one next to Marika, the one
4.
next to Zora. The one...
4.
Okay.
The one with the skull is the one that is down. Who I can now.
Both Blastocogs are still up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move closer, and I will take a pew-pew shot at the Quantron next to Zora and the Blastocock behind it.
Sure. Give me your rolls. I actually before that. Wait, can I split them? How
Want to
does
split
that?
the rolls?
No, can I split the? Would I have to spend 2 story points there?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Per person, yeah.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, okay, I'll spend 2 story points. So that's 7 for the Quantron and 5 for the Blastocock.
Wouldn't it be 9 for the Quantron? Because there's 2 units of 2 still alive.
One is defeated.
But it's the buff is for every 2 up.
Yes, and there's only 3 others
And
up.
you had 5.
It doesn't include
there's-
itself.
Okay.
It's not
I was
included by
wondering that
itself.
too.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does specify as 2 others. So
Yeah, I'm ruling it as it's not included in itself.
That's an 18 on the both of them. Not a hit.
Not with the boost to their toughness and evasions. Oh. Oh wait, hang on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 20. 15, 16. No, it doesn't. Ooh. Nope.
Well, you know,
Unfortunate.
Gary needs to spend some more story points if you want to keep them alive. Because extra attack, I'm gonna do it again.
Well, I'm not spending any more. I'm merely reminding you all that I can spend them. What works for you also works for me.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
It meets it on the blaster cog. It does not meet it on the Quantron, toughness-wise.
2 energy damage to the blaster cog.
The blaster cog takes... So the shots fire out. Your first 2 shots do not hit their mark. The one against the Quantron also does not hit its mark, but the second one blasts the blaster cog square in the chest as he's now looking a little bit worse for wear. The same way you've seen the blaster cogs you've faced in the past before. It's kind of sparking and looking a little bit worse for wear. If that's your turn, it is now the turn of the blaster cog you just hit.
My turn.
And they are going.
I need to do my roll.
Are you gonna do your maneuver?
Yeah.
I'll wait for you to do that. Yeah.
All good for you to
5, 10, 15. This blaster cog is short circuiting. Circuiting. I can English me. Short circuiting, and is going to try. It's going to go against what it knows and try and punch Zora. Not even close. As Zora is now locked in combat with 2 adversaries. Dwayne, it is now your move.
Right, okay. So I'm going to ignore the Quantron in front of Dwayne, and I'm going to flank Blaster Cog by arrow.
Yep, I will count this as flanking, considering he is engaging with the target and you are behind him, so you can roll with aim. Usually it would take 1 more, but considering the circumstance... 21 does in fact...
21 hit.
21 does hit.
How's it looking?
It's worse for wear.
Okay, let's go again.
Yep, that does it.
23.
Yep. So, Dwayne, you disengage from the Quantron you were fighting, but it doesn't seem interested in you at the moment. As a matter of fact, much like every other enemy on the field, they seem to be trying to get towards Zora. As you come up behind this blaster cog, with your Cyber Saber in hand, you give 2 quick strikes at its back, and the blaster cog begins to spark. Its faceplate goes up and then kind of just flies off before it falls down to its knees and is defeated.
Okay, here it comes. This is the special perk. Burst speed activates, and Dwayne's going for the other cog, and that is going to be basically the same roll that hits that cog as well.
Cool. Please explain the ability you just used.
Let me quickly find.
I'm assuming this is a Phantom Ranger perk.
Yes, it is. Right. Right, follow through. Upon reaching 2nd level, the Phantom Ranger gains specialized techniques for hit and run attacks. While morphed and fighting as an individual, aka not using a Zord, the first time each round you defeat an enemy target with a melee or finesse attack skill test, you may move a distance equal to your burst speed, which I believe, 7th level, that's 15 feet. And immediately make the same attack against another target. Your burst speed movement ignores all obstacles, enemies, and rough terrain, and increases as you increase in roll level. To the naked eye, this movement almost seems like the Phantom Ranger is blinking in and out of existence or time, and at higher roll levels, you are.
Enough.
So it's almost like I hit one, and then I'm like, almost shifting, and then immediately behind the other one, I'm doing exactly the same thing.
Yep, sure. If that's how it's
because
written.
They have the exact same stats, so it's almost kind of essentially like the same thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't even need both attacks to take out this blaster cog, as the exact same thing kind of happens as the first blaster cog kind of goes down. All of a sudden, you kind of see Dwayne kind of like shimmer and then phase as he like vanishes from this spot and then suddenly appears by the other blaster cog, as if two things these attacks just happened simultaneously, as the blaster cog its faceplate pops off and it falls to the ground defeated.
And because Dwayne moved, let's see. Did he move? 20, 10. Yeah, I can use the rest of my movement to go behind the Quantron. That's by Zora.
Yep.
And so that Quantron is now considered flanked for when Zora takes their turn.
Yes.
And that is turn. Wait, do I have any extra ones? Yeah, because I moved, I'm not going to take that third one. Okay, yeah, so that's turn.
It is now the turn of the Quantron that is with Scott. Scott, give me a might roll, please, and the Quantron's going to do the same thing.
I'm strong like bull.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he is no longer prone, but he cannot escape this kind of like grip you got him in. With this thing, I wouldn't say he's grappled, but for the time being, this Quantron cannot do anything. He's had to use his entire turn to get to his feet because this Quantron is trying to get towards Zora, but you've kind of got it locked in position.
Mm-hmm.
Nova, it's your move. You've just seen Darkonda flee the battlefield.
Howard. All right. This guy right in front of him. He demanifests his bow and pulls out his blaster.
Yeah, sure.
Two shots right away.
That one does.
First
one does not hit.
Fire 2. That one, I'm assuming, doesn't either.
No, that doesn't hit either. Are you applying your upshifts as well? Just out of curiosity.
I forgot about those.
Okay,
I wasn't doing take aim or anything.
Yeah, but no, you have an automatic one because of your Blue Ranger perk. Remember?
That's right. Let me.
I'm going to let you.
Those, then.
Yeah, I'm going to let you re-roll them this time. You need to keep track of that.
It's been a minute. I'm sorry.
I know.
Alright, the first one still doesn't hit.
It's not a fumble though.
Hey, that might hit.
15 does beat the evasion, and I'm going to allow it to target that one. And that does double damage. So you take 2 shots. One flies past, and then as the Quantron leans back to dodge the other one, you quickly shift your aim, and your second bolt of energy from your strike blaster hits the Quantron square and knocks it down, causing it to fall to the floor. It is now defeated. The Quantrons now still only received 1 upgift because there's now only 3 active in the field currently. Is that your turn, Nova?
I can't move because I took 2 shots, right?
Correct. Unless you
Alright,
used extra attack, unless you don't have extra attack.
I don't have extra attack, so that's my turn.
That's right, you get it further up in the level table. Yep. It is now the turn of the Quantron that you abandoned your attack for, Dwayne, and he's going to come running, stepping over his fallen comrade, and he's going to try and attack Zora. He gains 1 upshift. Not even close. And that is the turn.
Tank doing the tank job.
And that is the turn of the Quantron. It is now the turn of the Gold Ranger, Zora. I should probably change your name in the character sheet, but I will do that when I can. Let's see what we can do.
Right, I'll make a variation of that.
No, you don't need to, because I've already done the macro, and I don't want to. Yeah, but no, I don't want to break the macro. It took me ages to get it working in the first place. Yeah, all I've got is. Yeah, we didn't put any descriptions in. Yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah, they literally just. Yeah, the Gold Ranger is just a tank at this point. The only thing they've got is the power staff. So, Zora is going to attack the Quantron that is considered flanked with the Golden Power Staff. That's with Edge. Need to double check to see if that's going to be. No, it isn't. Cool. $16. That's more than the evasion. I'm going to say because he's flanked, it does get hit, so it will take 1 blunt damage. And once again, I'm going to have Dora attack with Edge. 17, and again does beat the evasion, so it's going to take the full damage there. As now locked in battle with this Quantron, fully aware that he's surrounded by 2 enemies, trying to divert its attention against Dwayne. Zora is able to pick the power staff, and it connects with the Quantron, leaving an indent in its armor as she swings the golden power staff like this giant mace. This mace, and it just cracks the Quantron twice. As the Quantron is looking a little bit worse for wear, as it's still there. She calls out to everyone on the battlefield. It's like, we have to end this now. Otherwise, the medical caravan will not survive without us. As her turn ends, and we are back to the top of the turn order in round 3.
Wait a second, she didn't move.
She did extra attack.
Yeah.
Oh, and didn't move. Yeah. Can you see I'm not a player? I'll remember that for next time. I forgot. Technically, you can get 3 attacks if you've got extra attack plus you don't move. I'll remember that for next time. We are at the top of round 3. Everyone, make me an alertness perception check, please. I will do the same for...
Is this in terms of an individual, or is it...
This is a group roll. This is a group roll.
Okay.
So everyone...
20!
Sorry, what is it for? Perception?
Yeah, alertness perception.
16.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we missing someone? Got Dwayne, Zora, Nova, Arrow. Need you to roll
9. It got lost in the shuffle.
Oh, it's upside. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So that's the crit. Yeah, with the crit 20, you all hear the distant, in the distance, you hear like a hum of thrusters in the background as you're locked in this battle, and all of a sudden, cascading out of the snow, bank, the snow clouds, is the drop ship, or as we say, the phantom ship now, as it comes soaring overhead, and taking a few, shall we say, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pot shots?
No, precise shots at the remaining enemies that are on the field, causing them to spark and fall to the ground. As you hear, Dwayne, in your helmet, the voice of Sigil echo over your commute, I guess, just within your helmet. I believe this should suffice as hurrying along your mission.
Your timing is impeccable, Sigil.
As you are now technically all out of combat, and the Quantrons are all around you. You hear over your communications, Professor Daxian say, "Rangers, I took the liberty of contacting Sigil. I believe the stealth ship should be able to get you to your location fast enough. Hurry. I do not believe they have much time left." As the stealth ship lands just a little further into the city, for you guys to make your way to the caravan that is trying to make its way to one of the safer bases. So I'm going to need now. Who is piloting?
I'm assuming Dwayne is.
I would also make that assumption.
I can do it depending on who's got higher driving than D4.
I just need to know who is the pilot.
You know what? Yeah, Dwayne will take it.
Cool. So you make your way through the city. There doesn't seem to be any more patrols going. And you make your way into the stealth ship, and you plot a course for the coordinates. Dwayne, I'm going to need you to make a driving skill check.
Is Sigil going to be helping with this, or is it just going to be pure me?
I'll say you get a upshift with the help of Sigil. I haven't really started the Phantom ship. 14?
14.
Okay. It's going to take you about 10 to 15 minutes. It would have been, if you'd have scored a little, just one higher, you would have got there sooner. But due to the weather and everything that is kind of picking up, it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride trying to get there. Plus, you will also have to you were going to be trying to avoid air patrol as well. But you do have 15 minutes spare. In this moment, if any of you have suffered any damage or anything else, you feel free to heal up. You can, as you do have these moments to do so. And
yeah, Dwayne will take one to heal up.
as you're flying as well, Zora, still morphed, looks around, and it's just looking around and it's like, this is this is a remarkable ship.
Well, it's SPD mixed with some grid tech, so though the grid part I'm not completely sure on where it's come from, but Sigil's a good one to have.
That you mean the AI was not something this ship had before?
No,
Not just
it's
that, no.
it's a bit of a story. It's as you can probably tell, I'm not fully quite like the others. I had my own incident on Smilodia, and it was thanks to the Phantom Ranger from a whole different universe that I'm still a Ranger right now. And that's how I got Sigil.
She kind of looks at what you just said and then looks at each and every member of the team individually as if to say, you all heard what I just heard, correct? Like looking for, like as if, like that truly didn't explain anything.
It's honestly the best explanation we can give. I understand it's not that it doesn't really say that much, but yeah.
You're essentially getting the Cliff Note version, and I apologize if that doesn't make sense, but yeah, that was kind of the gist of what happened. I got blasted with the same energy that Trey did, but whereas he got split into three, it was basically it almost cut my connection off from the grid entirely.
I see. Well, at least my assumptions about whatever that strange weapon was correct. And
yeah, and it was only because of the emissary, or the black emissary, and the Phantom Ranger.
She kind of
doing something.
She kind of like
that,
this. She kind of just waves her hand and says, "Oh, that's yes." It's sounding more and more fairy tale in my head. The more you say it, I believe we should probably move on. You, Nova, was it?
Yes.
Are you all right? You seemed distracted in that fight.
As these as my team members know, I am a resident or a refugee KO-35. And that asshole that we just fought,
Darkonda, yes. He was responsible for the fall of your planet.
I saw him personally destroy destroy the KO-35 space program main facility. Almost killed me in the process. So yeah, apologies if I was a little distracted with just the thought of killing him.
Destroy, not kill. Rangers don't kill.
You know what? If he wasn't going to say that, Twitch, I was going to go in with the bit, but okay.
Yeah.
No, like was that a character?
No, that was me saying destroy. Don't use the word kill. Rangers don't kill.
Please, we use the word kill, and we'll make notes of it.
We just wipe it from existence.
Just don't kill.
We just make it look cool with the explosion. Anyway,
Zora just says it's all right. I just wanted to see if you were okay.
Seeing him flee the battle wasn't ideal, but at least my shot rang true for once.
Dark Spectre's generals usually flee in desperation, I find. But a character like Darkonda I would believe he has something else planned. But I mean no disrespect when I say this, Nova, but you must keep your mind here and now. We have no idea what to expect when we land.
Oh, I understand completely, and I agree.
And there's also something else to take note of.
What's that?
Remember what Darkonda said?
This isn't over.
No, before that. Somebody told him we were here.
What are you thinking?
I mean, you know, the lowest hanging fruit would be a certain Syrian, but I don't want to necessarily rule out anyone else just yet. I mean, for all we know, anyone else that we could have asked about in terms of these coordinates is potential to suspect as well. Which means any of the crew of the ship that I think Mariko asked, anyone that we may have asked about down here. Yeah. And remember, party patrollers can disguise themselves. Well, certain parties can disguise themselves, so we may have one of those as well.
Dwayne's correct. This Syrian you mentioned, do you have reason to distrust him?
He is. Look, he was kind of interested in our ship in exchange for information, and it's like, no. Plus, he's got a veritable reputation. His name's Dane.
Ah, the bounty hunter, or mercenary, as he likes to call himself.
The same. He's the planet side at the moment.
So, he's been brought here he's come here by himself, or was he, how did he get past the Alliance blockade?
Well, was it general or was it a commander on the ship?
I've forgotten. I think it's no, it would be general. His commander is a higher rank in this universe, I think. Yeah, I would say general. What did I say, commander? I can't remember.
Brannon?
I don't know. I know his brother.
Commander Brannon.
If it's Brannon, he's a fleet commander. From
Fleet commander.
The notes I had written down.
Fleet commander Brannon. Fleet commander. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fleet commander.
Fleet commander Brannon brought him here. Or well, hired his services.
Huh. Didn't realize we were that desperate.
Fortunately, we're at war. Desperation kind of comes with territory.
Yeah, it's probably been a while since you've had a update on things. So
I've not been in contact with Elta for months, let alone anyone from the Alliance.
Is Zeltar still standing? Just a quick question.
Is that in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Oh yeah, it's standing.
Okay, right. Yeah. Well, maybe once we get back to base, who knows? Maybe Sigil or Daxian or Glyph can hook you up to someone so you can call home. Maybe.
Once we are finished here, then I will be making my report back to Eltar. But well, I will have a lot of explaining to do to the Supreme Commander. Anyway, I believe we should ready ourselves. It looks as if we're about to come across our coordinates. So like I said, any healing or anything people need to do now.
What about in terms of personal power? Because by
Ooh.
like as written, it is usually you recharge X many per day. But we've always had missions that
I
have either
think
been back to back, so we don't recharge, or we just it's been a new day, so we've always just reset them back.
Yeah, I'm going to say you don't recharge them here because you are still within the same thing.
Sweet.
It usually, I've been ruling it as that once. Like if I say in the scene is like you have to wait the day, that's when it recharges.
Okay.
But this is just 15 minutes
Yeah.
flying in the direction. So yeah, if you need to heal or do anything now, we are. Like I will just say for those who are on a time crunch, we are coming up towards what I am calling the end of this session, but the beginning of the scenario that you will be faced with. But yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you managed to hit all the targets in that last fight pretty quickly. So yeah, we are well ahead here. So as the stealth ship, or the phantom ship, screens go thing, all of a sudden you break below the cloud line. And all of a sudden you see a battle enraging on one of the roads. You see one vehicle destroyed and set ablaze in purple flame. As a line of purple fire spreads across the road and there's another. You also see blaster fire being exchanged back and forth. And as you careen overhead, if you were to look out the window, that is the wrong one. You see, and I hope you can see this. Can everyone see this, or is it just a black screen for you guys?
Black screen.
Yep, black screen.
Every single time. Let me configure this.
I guess it's just because of Foundry, so...
Yeah, it's also token vision. Then can you see it now?
Yep.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
If you were to look
oh.
out, there is a carrier ship that is deposited blaster cogs out of. It's like you see that as like a transport ship. It's a machine. I know it doesn't look it, but for the sake of it, it is basically a transport ship that has been stolen or whatever. Like it's one of the ones that was on the planet ever. It's being used to deposit out. And you see blaster fire being shot towards this group of soldiers that have piled crates up and are behind it. There's a trail of purple fire separating them and the enemy. But standing at the back is the familiar shape of Vengex, the Imperial Machine Warlord, and someone you haven't seen for quite a while.
God, is that who I think it is?
You bet your ass it is.
You see the figure of Trek, the Green Psycho Ranger. And they look up as the stealth ship careens overhead. As you get a better look at the scene, you see 4 active soldiers firing on these enemies, but you also see a group of medics tending to the wounded they've managed to save right now. Also, can you see the weather effect on screen, by the way?
Yes.
Yep, it's snowing.
Yay, that
I
works. I managed to get that to work. Ooh, I haven't been able to get that to work for a while. You may now deposit yourselves on the map as and where you wish to. For the sake of everything, the ship, the ship has been landed behind this makeshift blockade. I will place Gold Ranger down. Yep. Do you need me to
Actually, can I say something to Sigil?
Yeah, sure.
Sigil, do you think you can take any of the wounded out of here?
I should be able to take the wounded to their designated destination. However, the others, I am not so sure. It would be a, how do you say, tight squeeze.
Take as many as you can.
Of course, sir. However, I would suggest that you hurry about your business, as the individuals over there do not seem the amenable sort.
Oh, I've already run into those two. Especially that one. And he points to Trek.
Sigil, as you land the stealth ship just off away, like all the bystanders are looking. Zora is the first to disembark the ship, and as she runs, makes her way over here. As the blaster fire is ringing out, you can all choose to put yourselves wherever you want on the map currently, if you wish. If not, I can do it for you.
Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me drag anything
same.
up.
Okay.
Same.
We'll go to players, and I will just click. I'll drag you onto the map. You'll have to morph again. Just put yourselves where you want to be. It's all of you. Oh, and for those of you who haven't seen it, I guess I'll show it off here. If you take a look at Zora, the Gold Ranger, managed to get the morph macro to work.
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
That's Zora. That's what Zora looks like. So I'll give, again, the token done by Rosso. Yep. A bald Altarian lady. Just morph it back.
And you said this purple stuff, that's basically just fire, right?
Yes, but it is a fire you have seen before.
It's the anti-grid fire.
Correct. Zora, after she disembarks, why is my ambient not working? Fix one thing and then another thing breaks. Come on. Personal sounds.
Now, real quick, Twitch, remind me, Marika was, Vengeance was the one that Marika had that duel with, right?
No, Vengeance. The one that Marika had to do with was Automaton.
Automaton.
Automaton. Vengeance was the
Okay,
one.
We haven't actually met, or we've met him. We haven't actually fought him yet.
No, you did kind of fight him in the hangar on Smalodia. Vengeance was more interested in Orchid than they were anyone else. But yes, so upon landing at this area, Zora makes a beeline for the medics, and upon seeing you all, the relief washes over the faces of everyone. Zora goes up to one of the lead medics, who looks at the lead medic and says, "Are you all okay?" And the medic, who looks up, a human with is a humanoid figure. He has a couple of strange markings on his face, but nothing out of the ordinary for what you've all seen. Yes. Oh, thank God. Goodness, you're here. I don't know how much longer we would have hold out. We've already lost so many. They came out of nowhere. They've attacked the caravan. They shouldn't even have known we were here. Zora nods and says, "Yes, it would appear that someone has been privy to information they should not have been to. But we're here now. What do you need?" The medics are one of the other medics passively says, "We need to get the injured evacuated from this area, but we're afraid that if we try to move the ship, if we try to move the van, sorry, not van. If we try to move the transport, that they'll just shoot it down from the sky. There's quadrifighters patrolling the area."
Dwayne?
Sigil, is the cloaking still working?
Cloaking device of the standardized cloaking device of the SPE ship before I was integrated is working, Major. However, it will divert power, and I will not be able to jettison the injured to that defined goal at a fast pace. However, it would probably be the safest option if there are indeed quadrifighters hanging around in the area.
Are you actually picking any up?
Currently, I can see on the scanners several Machine Empire quadrifighters circling the area. However, it would appear that they are also engaged in fights with other convoys. It would appear that this mole Darkonda spoke of has leaked more information than you initially thought.
Does everyone hear that on their comms?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure we've patched Zora in as well.
I can think of at least one person that would be stupid and or resourceful enough to do that.
Well, get as many of the injured out as you can then, and I'll have like Sigil land nearby to take the wounded.
Sigil's already landed nearby. Zora, in response to what you said, Mariga, says that there's no use speculating now. We have to make sure that these people get out of here. We will hold. She turns and looks at the medics. We will hold the line here. Just get as many of these men and women out of here as you can. And she takes up a position behind this area here as the medics start to busy themselves. So, scenario battle. This is something that's mentioned in the books, but I haven't used a lot of, but I will be this time. Much like your battle on Smilodia, where you had to defend waves, defend the city, defend the front fort from waves of individuals. You will have to successfully defend these individuals until until all 5 of the injured plus the 3 medics are evacuated. One individual can be evacuated per round. It will also be 2 of the medics taking the injured to and from the stealth ship. Once all the injured are aboard and the medics have fled. The foot soldiers you see here will also attempt to flee. But they will be helping you out in the coming battle. This is going to be I don't want to say this is like the boss battle of the arc, but it is a pivotal fight. So do you understand what I just said? Because I kind of confused myself when I was talking.
I understand.
Ball.
I understand.
Me, I'm good.
Yes.
Awesome. This is going to be quite a long fight, maybe. And I do know that we are currently coming up to a bunch of the time constraints that we are on for this week. So I'll leave it up to you guys. We can either start or we can do the pre-battle RP and then we can go for it. We can call it there.
Just give me a couple of minutes for a quick bio break.
I was just saying, actually, this would probably be a good time to stop. Like the pre-battle interaction would be good to start off with next week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or whenever.
How are we looking for Friday? Wednesdays haven't been cleared as of next week yet.
I won't be able to tell you.
We can discuss that after the session.
Yeah.
Once the session.
I would prefer that we ended now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely fine. In which case, ladies and gentlemen, I know that felt a bit disjointed, but it was 2 hours of combat. But hey, sometimes that's how these sessions go. That being said, that, ladies and gentlemen, was episode 52 of Power Rangers CyberStrike. Up there, folks. Getting up there. I have absolutely lost my train of thought. That my brain just said, "Nah, I'm out. See ya." So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this week's episode of Power Rangers CyberStrike. Stay tuned to all the socials and all the good stuff to see when we will be back. But until then, we will say our goodbyes. Keep it short, keep it simple, and I will look for someone to raid while we do this. So, going down the list, Choco, who are you? Where can they find you?
Oh, I'm Chocolate Zombie 101. You can find me all over social medias, Chocolate Zombie 101. Tuesdays, you can find me and Dolina over on twitch.tv/burnoutfun for our Phase of Our Lives campaign while I'll be on the Witchlight every other week. When we're not doing that, me, Dracomanius, and Royal Hoshi on our respective Twitch channels play Baldur's Gate 3. Wednesdays, you can find me and Dolina over on twitch.tv/Dracomanius for our Curse of Strahd campaign, where we're finishing up some things before we're basically heading into the endgame dungeon. So tune in for that. And then Fridays, you find me here playing Power Rangers CyberStrike as Marika.
Fantastic. Cryptic, who are you and where can they find you?
Hi, I'm Cryptic_Saiyan. You can find me at twitch.tv/Cryptic_Saiyan. And we host World Domination Wrestling on Saturdays.
Fantastic, fantastic. DeLuna, who are you? Where can they find you?
Hello, my name is 13, but you can find me on Blue Sky, YouTube, and Twitch at DeLuna13. Apologies for not being as talkative. Like, I've been doing a lot of things in the background, which is kind of why I'm glad it was a combat-heavy session for the week. Recently got a new job, so if everything works out well, we might have to switch scheduling in a little bit. We'll keep you guys posted on that. Just wanted to put that out there for everyone to hear right now before you have to hear it later.
That's fine.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and hop off right now so I can get ready.
Yep, that's fine. Not a problem, buddy. Thank you very much for tuning in and playing.
Yep.
As always.
See y'all later.
See you, man. Next up, Hard Luck. Who are you? Where can they find you?
I am the internet's Mr. Hardluck. I am on the internet. The most exciting stuff you can see from me is my real life pro wrestling exploits as the classiest man in the multiverse, Scott E. Stevens. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook by looking up Scott, middle initial E, last name Stevens with a PH in the middle. Also, you can check out some of my matches shown on RCW Global on the RCW network, also on YouTube. Go watch my matches. They're terrible.
Rosso, who are you and where can they find you?
You can find me at Rosso Ryu on YouTube and Blue Sky, and because that's where I'm going to be found nowadays. You can find me on twitch.tv/Dr_Caliban on Mondays as R. Sawyer, the Undisputed Future for MNW Warzone. You will find me as Debug for Cryptic Cyanogen's show, WDW. And on bi-weekly Fridays that are happening after this session, not this Friday, next Friday, you can find me at twitch.tv/BurnoutVon for Outlaws Gambit, where I'm playing the Drow Rogue Vandre. Also, I do the artwork for the various characters at the bottom of the screen and the some of the battle icons as well.
Fantastic. And finally, Tom, who are you? Where can they find you?
I'm Tom. You'll see me here next time.
Awesome. Tom is also the artist that did a bunch of the art that is running across the slideshow right now. I couldn't have built this world without them, so check out their art. You can find them on the social medias if you just search that about Tom. And of course, my name is Twitch the Person. I am the mad mastermind behind all of this that you see here today. Once more, it was a very combat-heavy session, but that was all part of the plan to lead into this scenario-type battle that is going to occur, which is something that is quite unique to the Essence 20 system. You can find me on all the social medias, which are down below. It is Twitch the Person on most of them. And you can also find me on YouTube, where you can take a look at all my old videos and the entire playlist of the Power Rangers CyberStrike. Yes, I haven't updated it in a while, but I will in due course. You can find all the sessions up until episode, I believe, 49 on my YouTube, which is linked down below, or linked in the chat by doing exclamation mark YouTube. But yeah, that'll do it from us from here at Power Rangers CyberStrike. Until the next time, take it easy, stay safe, be kind, and if you can't be kind, shut up. We're gonna go and raid Iroh the Crazy Kraken. I believe that is how you say that, because they're the only person on my list aside from Mech and GM that is online. I believe they
and also
are,
Hell Pigeon.
Also Hell Pigeon. I believe they are streaming Grounded, which is a survival game. So, yep. Until next time, folks, we will see you then. Very well.
Bye-bye.
Hell Pigeon?
It's not reading. Invalid username. That's their name. I wrote the Crazy Kraken.
How are you spelling it?
Literally copy pasted. Raid. There we go. That was weird. Okay, now we're going. See ya.